Hi guys, welcome back. So today we're going to do a look that I did for South African Grazia. You can see here. And I kept it just onto the upper part of the eyes. Didn't want to make it too heavy and just kept the rest of the skin really fresh. So we're going to do that, but what I am going to do is add a pop of blue onto the lid. I saw something on Gossip Girl last night that she had this amazing like blue pop. So I'm just going to add that little extra bit. Okay, so before we get started, I need to put on some moisturiser. I'm going to use the Chanel Hydra Max Active Nutrition. So I'm going to start with the eyes and then just go in with the foundation because I am using a little bit of black powder. So on the lid, I'm going to start with the cream. I'm going to use the MAC Black Track. Great for when you're doing a smoky and putting an extra colour on top. It really makes it pop. So I'm going to go in with this brush from MAC. You can see the intensity, so I'm going to just build that. Now make sure you blend before you move on to the other eye because this sets really quickly. It doesn't have to be neat because then we're going to go in and blend in the crease just so that it's neat. Don't worry if you make a mess, you can always clean up with cotton wool bud and some moisturiser. So when you're working with dark colours or dark shadows, it makes sense to do your foundation afterwards so that if you have any spillage then you don't have to spend time clearing it all up. So I'm just going to add a bit more. If you're doing any smoky eye where you want to use colours, this is a really great way to do it because the black underneath, the colours that you put on top will really pop. And the great thing about using the gel liner is that it dries really quickly and it sets, so you know that your makeup is going to last for hours. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with some black eyeshadow. I'm going to use the Carbon from MAC, which is the black one there. With a clean brush, I'm going to just work into the crease. And then in the centre of the eye, I'm going to apply some blue. And I'm going to use the Estee Lauder Blue Velvet. Another clean brush. So when you're working in different stages, really important that you use different brushes as you work. So I'm just to kind of give it a little bit something different. Putting this dark blue so it really stands out and just gently pat it in. What I like about Blair's makeup in Gossip Girl, it always looks so refined, elegant, the skin is beautiful. She had this amazing blue, so I thought, why not change it slightly? So you can see the blue just really pops. Then I'm going to go into the waterline with some black pencil. I'm going to use the Elizabeth Arden Smoky Black, Smoky Eyes. think when you don't go under the eye, it just makes it a little bit more modern, and it's not too much of a wow impact. Because sometimes if you do the smoky under the eyes as well, it might not suit everyone as well. Okay, so now we're going to fill the brows. I am going to use my Bobbi Brown Sable, and with an angle brush. Going to fill in the brows. And then for mascara, I'm going to use Maybelline 1x1 Volume Express. Okay, now I'm going to do concealer and foundation. I am going to go in using my usual suspect, Bobbi Brown, in the warm beige. And then I'm going to go in with foundation. I'm using the MAC Mineralized Moisture Foundation in NC42. That's the one I used, this foundation, when I did that shoot. And I'm going to work it in with my Real Technique stippling brush. Okay, and then I'm going to go back in with the concealer, just where I need extra coverage. You want the skin looking really flawless with this strong eye look. Then I am going to do some contouring. I'm going to use my Chanel Soleil de Tan. And just buff it in. Then I'm going to go in using my MAC Silver Dusk iridescent powder, the loose powder. I'm just going to add a little bit of highlighter. Again, because you've got a lot going on with the eyes, you don't need to go crazy on the rest of the face. Just keep it really beautiful, a little bit of highlight. Maybe a little bit on Cupid's bow. And then with blush, I am going to apply the pink colour here from MAC. And then we're going to go for a nude lip. Again, the rule of thumb, if you've watched my other videos, is that if you've got a really strong eye, go for a nude lip. So otherwise you've got too much going on with the face. Going to use my MAC Modern Browns Pro Lip Palette. And I'm going to go with Paramount. No. Fresh Brew, which is that colour here. And then with a little bit of the half and half, go on top. Okay, and then I'm going to do some powdering. I'm going to use the Daniel Sandler blotting powder. There we go. You don't want your skin to look shiny with this look. Just want it to look really fresh and beautiful. And there you go. That's the finished look. I hope you enjoyed today.